screen right here, you're kind of pulling it into that gap between the second baseman and the first baseman. Everything over here, Peyton's going to pull everything over here if it's in the right spot, if he turns on it the right way. So we want to hit all those pitches, outside, inside, and down the middle. So you should be pulling everything. It's an easy self-check. If you put the tee in the right spot, if you're hitting in the right spot, you'll know it. If your swing's right. Here we go. Stay level through the swing. On a 1, 2, 3. Short stride. If you don't have any stride, 1 doesn't mean anything to you except for make sure you go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3. You can work on this again, easily to work on anywhere. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a couple more and then we'll move to the outside with the other guys. 1, 2, 3. It's okay, it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, whoa. That's why that bat shouldn't be laying there. Okay, let's switch batters. Switch batters. Now, what we want to do, probably the hardest pitch to get people used to hitting. You should be able to hit that inside pitch all day long. And you should be able to hit that out middle pitch all day long, that outside pitch. Okay? What we want to do is if we're here batting, I'll try to set the plate up. We want to kind of put it like it's on the outside corner, and where we want to hit that ball is back here. Okay? If our swing is in the right spot, can I see your bat real quick? I won't hit you, promise. If our bat is in the right spot and we're right here flat, right there is where we're going to hit it. It's going to go to right field. If we're a right-handed batter, we're going to go opposite field. So it's back closer to our back hip, closer to our midline. We want to hit it. Now, if I try to roll over that early, instead of saying flat like we talked about, all I'm going to ever do is ground that ball to the third baseman or shortstop. Every now and then I'll be able to pull it in that hole. But we become much better hitters if we can stay flat right there and drive the ball to the opposite field. So that's what we're kind of working on here. Okay? You guys hop up here. You hitting? Okay, so again, we want to put it back towards the midline a little bit. Put it back towards your midline. Back away from it a little bit, because that's right down the middle. Oh, scoot back. There we go. Now drive that to the opposite field. On a 1, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Track the ball in. There you go. That's a good swing. Track the ball in. Don't just stare at the ball on the tee. Don't forget that. Oh, that's a dip. That's okay. Point your pistol. Stay flat through the ball. Good. 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 Jeremiah, if you back up just a little bit. There you go. Good job. That's a good swing over there. It's okay. Try not to dip. Key is to stay flat. There you go. Something to work on. This is the hardest thing to get through heads. The best hitters in Little Leaguers are pull hitters. When you get to this point, you see a lot more curve balls. You need to be able to hit them the opposite field. This is the one you got to wait for it to get deep. Keep working. Okay. Give me one more. 1, 2, 3 at the same time. Ready? Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Soft toss just adds a variation of this so we have a moving ball. What we want is the tosser to be set out front a little bit. So he's not just tossing it right at him, so it's not realistic. We want the ball to at least be coming at him. So I'd appreciate, Jeff, if you can move right here. And what we want to do is the tosses should be flat. Now, we can work all 3 parts of the plate in this situation too. If I throw it and try to throw it by his front hip, he should be able to turn on that ball and hit it and pull it. We do this every day. If I throw it and try to get him to hit it right there, he should hit it up the middle. What we don't want to do is work on outside pitches when our tosser's up here, because you get drilled in the face. That's why we use these plastic balls most of the time. But if he tosses it back here and you hit it in the proper way, it's going to go right towards his face. So make sure you're paying attention, but also just make sure you make good tosses. So we're just working on middle, in. So we're going to hit it up the middle or pull it right now. So make good tosses. Middle or in. You guys can go on your own. We'll get a couple filming in here. I'll see if I see anything. Go ahead. There you go. Make sure you hit in the middle of the ball. Oh, shoot. One thing, make sure, here we go, hold on. Tosser, you got to say one so he loads and then toss it. We don't want him loading as the toss is coming. If the ball's that close to you, it's already out of the pitcher's hands. You should be loaded and strided way earlier than that. Here we go. Yell one and then you pitch it. There you go. It's all a timing mechanism. Stride doesn't add any power. Stride doesn't add any power. It's just a timing mechanism. Come on. Sink that back elbow. Get a couple more swings. You got these guys on there at all? Get Axel. There you go. Make him hit it up the middle. You're fine. I'll get those. Okay. Don't step out. There you go. Switch it up. Kaufman, you're in. Hit. There you go. Hit it solid. Go ahead, Dylan. Other side. Watch how the toss is. We want a little flatter toss. Not so much up in there. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Make him hit it out front. Try to beat him to the inside hip here in a minute. Try to beat Jeff to the inside hip. See if he can pull it. He's got to be quick, and he gets around on it. Get these guys here. Get Kaufman swinging a little bit. Okay, we're going to add a little difference with these guys. We're going to have these guys do it, see how good they are right off the bat. Okay? We're going to do soft toss, but instead of using a real ball, we're going to use these little golf wiffle balls and a slenderer stick instead of using a regular bat. This adds eye-hand coordination. You can get a broomstick and do that with it. You can do whatever you need. If we can hit these, we should be able to hit a baseball. Same difference, same pitch, same guy outside. You guys can step off. We're about done with the hitting. Okay, same placement of the tosser. Give him a one. There he goes. He rips it. Good balance. Chin, shoulder to shoulder. Good. Chin, shoulder to shoulder. That's great balance. That's a good job. Let's see if Austin can do it. He's got it, I think. There we go. Take some concentration. Austin, try not to get out on that front foot so much. There you go. Stay back. There you go. Give him better tosses. Give him one more. Give him one more. Give him better tosses. Okay. Those are just a few drills you can do. One of the things we'll do, we can add more. We're going to try to do more in this video series. But once you get in the cage, then you have some live arms. One thing you want to do is try to make it as realistic as possible, whether you're hitting off the tee or soft toss, and make sure you're keeping those fundamentals. No matter how you start, you need to get to those places that we talked about today, those 1, 2, 3. The load has to be a little bit early, and then make sure we're striding and getting to the places we need to be on the torque. Okay, what we're going to talk about now is just some throwing drills and some throwing mechanics that we're going to work on to hopefully increase your arm strength and also add to your flexibility in order to throw the ball well and consistently accurately. So I'm going to bring it in. We're talking about grip first. Whenever we throw the baseball, unless we're pitching, we want to have a 4-seam grip. I'm going to have them show it to you here. 4-seam grip, make sure we're over the 4 seams. Make sure we're slightly split, not a big gap there. The bigger that gap, the less this space is right there. And the less space we have there, the less whip or arm action we have on the ball. So we want to make sure they're slightly separated, not too much. We want to make sure the thumb is directly splitting those 2 fingers on the bottom of the ball. Okay, so that's a 4-seam grip. That's how we want to grip the ball. You can throw a 4-seam fastball if you're pitching, but if you're throwing the ball across the infield or out of the outfield, you want a 4-seam grip. It doesn't tail as much. It doesn't have as much action on your throw. If we go to a 2-seam grip, you guys go to that. You're going to be inside of the ball. Go ahead. Austin grips it a little.